hey, no matter what happens in life, you can't give up no matter what. That's the problem, is that most people have given up. And I understand it's hard out here. There's a lot of things that are going to happen in life that might make you want to give up. But you can't give up no matter what. Because the minute you give up, that's the minute that nothing good is going to go your way anymore, because you gave up. You're not putting in the work anymore that you need to get from point A to point B to be in alignment with your soul's purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what hardships you're going through, there's always basic things that you can do to make your situation better. Whether it be, oh, I'm going to eat healthy today. That's a big one that you can always do no matter what you're going through. You can always eat better. You don't, in fact, that might even help you save money. A lot of people are like, eating healthy is expensive. Yeah, it can get expensive buying all these fancy supplements and stuff like that. But no one said you had to do all that. Just cutting out the junk food is going to save you a shitload of money. Do you know how much cheaper it is to buy a bottle of chocolate milk from the grocery store, $1.80, than to go DoorDash junk food to your house, which would be like $30, $40? Do you know how much cheaper it is to buy a bag of grapes from the grocery store and then sprout lentils and juice grapes and sprouts at home and make a homemade protein shake in your juicer than it is to go out to Five Guys or to go out to Dairy Queen or to go out to 7-Eleven and buy all your favorite junk food? You can make a protein shake at home for like $2, and that will be your whole meal. That'll have all the nutrients you need. You can just juice your favorite fruit with your favorite sprout at home in your juicer. You know what I'm saying? And that's so much cheaper than eating junk food. And people don't realize there's always simple things you can do day to day to take care of yourself. And the problem with giving up is when you stop doing those basic things that you need to do day to day, your whole life gets worse. So no matter how low you think you are now, it can always get worse. Trust me. It can always get worse. That's why you can't give up, because if it can always get worse, it can always get better as well. And the choice is yours. Which side of that equation do you want to be on? Because the thing is, last year, I ate junk food all year last year. Because I essentially gave up, and I told myself, I lied to myself. I said, oh, it's not that much. I'm only eating it once in a while. My body will be able to handle it. But that once in a while turned into every day. And I told myself, oh, it's not that much. I'm only doing this once a day. But then that once a day turned into twice a day. Twice a day turned into 3 times a day. Next thing you know, I started fasting on you know, juices, and I started making my own protein shakes at home. And I started eating raw eggs, like crazy healthy shit like that. I was drinking whole milk. I was juicing fruits and vegetables and sprouts. I was sprouting for protein. I was sprouting lentils and juicing them at home with fruits. And as I started to put healthier nutrients into my body, mostly liquids, because the body's mostly water, so mostly hydrating foods like fruits, vegetables, juiced, raw milk, whole milk, soups, strained soups, mainly liquids, because I felt like my body needed a cleansing from all the junk food I was eating. And I was doing eggs, raw eggs. Trying to be as disciplined as possible. I did have a couple slip ups, but trying to just be as locked in as possible for like the last month or two. And it's been straight demons that have been coming out in the toilet. I've been pooping out literal demons. My body's been filled with parasites this last year because I've been eating like shit. And I haven't gained any muscle. I haven't gained any muscle at all because my gut hasn't been able to absorb, because I've been eating horrible. So my body's been full of parasites, so my body hasn't been able to build muscle. And that's what people don't realize is it's not just calories in, calories out. People think, oh, I'm dirty bulking. No, you're not. You're fucking your health up. That's what you're doing. Because when you eat that shit, it doesn't help you build muscle. Muscle is not made of fucking pizza. Muscle is mostly water. And yes, muscle has protein in it. But you're supposed to get your protein from actual healthy food, not junk food. Because the protein you get from junk food does not absorb into your muscles. If anything, it just clogs up your colon and makes it so your body can't absorb nutrients. Because junk food clogs your gut up. And you need your gut to be healthy to even be able to absorb nutrients. So people don't realize like how damaging giving up can be for a short period of time. You eat unhealthy for a year, you're just not the same mentally, physically, spiritually. That shit fucks you up. That shit is traumatic for your body. And it's the same with anything you're doing in life. Giving up on anything for an extended period of time can fuck with you. Giving up on your hygiene for too long can make people treat you different in public, and that can fuck with your mental health. Giving up on talking to women for too long can fuck up your social skills. So at least say hi to people in public. At least say hi to the cute cashier when you're checking out at the grocery store. Just try to do the bare minimum just to maintain the gears in your brain. You know, if you when you give up on anything for too long, you can get very rusty. And then when you try to get back into it, it's just like, you know. I mean, really, the thing is, like, you just want to make sure that whatever your goals are in life, you're making an effort to work towards that. Even if it's just a little bit every day. Whether it is you want to get better with women, okay, try to text the girl back. I used to just ghost women that were texting me. I was that bad with girls. I would just ghost women that were hitting me up. And then obviously if you ghost a woman for too long, she doesn't like you anymore. You know what I mean? So like, if a woman's texting you, try not to give up on women for too long. If you're a guy and you like women like me, try not to give up on eating healthy ever. Never give up on that. Even one day of cheat meals is too much. I haven't had any cheat meals for the last 2 months, and I'm telling you, it's made a huge difference. Huge difference. And I'm going to keep going because there's no benefit to that. And sometimes I get crazy cravings, but I keep pushing through it. I'm going to keep trying to push through because I never want to put myself back in that situation again. Because a year is going to pass either way. A year from now, do I want to know that I ate as healthy as I could all year? Or do I want to know I ate like shit all year? Because when you eat like shit, it affects so many things. It affects your brain because your brain and your gut are connected. It affects your self-esteem. It affects your self-worth. It affects everything. It affects the way that women treat you. It affects the way that you treat women. It affects the way that you feel about yourself, the way that you eat, and that affects the way that your relationships are in your life because that ripples out subconsciously into how you treat people and how you allow people to treat you. So the way that you eat matters. And last year I gave up and just fell into a depression and said, fuck it. I'm not even really going to try. And you can't ever be like that. You have to put your best foot forward every day when it comes to nutrition. You have to take pride in everything you do, even if it's just keeping your car clean. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just as good as job as you can do that day. Because there's been times where I would leave my car a disaster, and that affects how the police treat you when they pull you over. And that's another thing is I've got pulled over for using my headphones before, and then I got pulled over again because of different reasons. And what I've learned over time is when you're driving, every time you get behind the wheel, you have to treat it like it's a very serious thing that you're doing. Because driving from point A to point B, you could get into a car accident, you could die, you could kill someone, you could get pulled over and lose your license if you get enough tickets. So you have to make sure that when you're driving, you're very careful to not get pulled over. And that's another part of not giving up is, am I keeping my car as clean as possible? My car is dirty right now. I need to clean it more. That's another part of not giving up is when I'm driving, am I very careful every time I'm on the road? A lot of people don't pay attention when they're on the road. They get behind the wheel on drugs, they get a DUI, they lose their license. One little mistake can fuck everything up. And that's another part of not giving up is every day you wake up, realize that if you need more sleep that day, just sleep more, you know? If you can only do one good thing that day, like let's say you really are that tired to where you just sleep all day, don't beat yourself up and say, well, fuck it. I may as well give up. I didn't even get out of bed on time today. Let yourself rest more if you need it. If you're lucky enough to not work a 9 to 5. Right now, at this moment in time, I don't have a 9 to 5. That might change soon, unfortunately, because of certain life circumstances. But right now, at this moment in time, I can get up whenever I want. If that's the case you're in, you don't have to force yourself to get up early and beat yourself up or anything like that. But even if you're sleeping all day and you're only awake for an hour or two that day, make that hour or two you're awake count. Make yourself a nice juice. Put healthy nutrition in your body. Don't fill your body up with junk for that hour or two you're awake. Resting can be productive as well, even if you're sleeping all day, because maybe you're tired, maybe you're exhausted, maybe you have chronic illness, maybe you've been working hard all week. You can still make that hour or two you're awake count. So this don't give up message counts for any day, days that you're tired, days that you're sick, days that you're sleeping all day. Even if you're only up for 30 minutes that day, use that 30 minutes to put healthy nutrition in your body. Pour yourself a naked smoothie or something nice from the grocery store, or make your own juice or protein shake at home. Make your own hemp milkshake with all 9 essential amino acids and healthy omega-3s. Hemp seeds are amazing, and hemp milk is one of the most nutritious things you can put in your body. But yeah, like, some days you might not be able to go as hard as other days, and that's okay. When I say don't give up, I don't mean that you have to push yourself hard every day and burn yourself out and grind until you have no girlfriend because you never spend time with her, and grind until your dick can't get hard anymore because you're so exhausted and you never sleep. And that's not what I mean. What I mean by don't give up is every day you wake up, treat yourself right. Take care of yourself. That's what I mean. In a balanced way, to where you're able to enjoy life, but you're also working towards your goals, but you're also relaxing and enjoying nature and enjoying your loved ones, because you don't know how long everyone might be around for, you know? I want everyone I love to live forever, and I pray everyone does, but in the real world, sometimes accidents happen. And so, you know, sometimes people don't eat healthy and take care of themselves, and they get chronic diseases, you know? And so, and sometimes even if people are trying to take care of themselves, things happen, unfortunately. And so, God forbid anything happens to your loved ones, but you don't know how long everyone's going to be around for. So, enjoy life in a balanced way. Take time to spend time with your loved ones. Take time off work when you're able to, if you're able to. And if you're not able to, then, you know, God bless you. And just do anything you can to take care of yourself that day, because life is real and you can't give up. Because when you give up, then that ruins it. Because part of the joy of life is putting your all into bettering your situation, and that's what makes life feel real. That's what gives life meaning. That's literally what makes you feel alive in your body, is putting the right foods in your body, getting enough rest, taking care of yourself. When you give up on the basic necessities of life, like putting good nutrition in your body, a lot of people give up on their diets. That's the first thing to go. That's what I gave up on last year. It just ruins your brain. It ruins the way you feel. It ruins just the vibe of life. And you want to create a good vibe for your life. That's what makes women attracted to you, or men if you're a woman. That's what creates opportunities. And that's what makes you feel like a kid again, is when you create that good vibe. Money can't buy swag. You know, money can't buy being sexy. Money can't buy inner peace. Money can't buy character. It is what it is, you know. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think of the video. Don't give up. This is going to be probably the title of this video. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you guys want to see more of on this channel. I'm always open to any ideas. I love you guys, and until next one, I'm out. Love and peace. I'm going to go because my teeth are hurting. I have health issues right now, including teeth issues, because I have Crohn's disease, so my body hasn't been absorbing enough minerals. So now I have teeth issues, and I'm trying to eat better, because like I said, last year I was eating like shit almost all year, which is really bad for my situation. But yeah, look, if you want to see my health journey, because like I said, I'm trying to get healthier than ever. I've been really locking in the last few months. Then make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe for more. I love you guys. Let me know what you guys want to see more of on this page. Until next one, I'm out. Love and peace.